What's going on? My name is Michael, and this is the Data Tech 11 podcast. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 6. So today I want to talk about social media and how it works, because I think a lot of people are maybe confused about exactly what's going on. And so I guess what I want to do right now is go ahead and share my screen, show you something. So I'm going to share my screen here. And what you're looking at right now is my off Facebook activity. And you can see how there was 20 instances of that app. USA Today, there was 9. So these are apps. Some of these apps I have, and some of these apps I don't have. I do not have a USA Today app, but I guess if I've interacted with anything from USA Today at all, they relay that information back to Facebook so that they can target me with more ads. It's important to understand that all of these free apps, and I want to emphasize that they're free. Instagram is free, Facebook is free, Twitter is free. All these social media apps are free. So the trade-off of what you get is basically they are creating a digital profile of yourself, a digital profile. And when you have a digital profile, it's not exactly who you are necessarily, it's your habits in a digital space. So in exchange to giving you these wonderful things, or some people may think they're not so wonderful, social media, in exchange for that, you give up a little bit of privacy. You can certainly go in and turn these things off, but a lot of sites have this information turned on, and it's not like there's an actual person that's, behind a desk somewhere saying, okay, I'm going to look at John Smith or Jennifer or anybody else. They're not looking at specific people. These are actual bots that have been programmed in the system with code. And so that's really what they are. And so it's important to understand that and know that these bots are interacting with each other, even when you're not using your phone, or even when you are using your phone, it really doesn't matter. And I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm saying that more to get people to realize and understand that it's a trade-off. Just like when you watched TV and there was a commercial that came through, you got to watch those TV shows, the Dukes of Hazzard, the Waltons, back in the 80s, right? And in exchange, they sent you ads. It's no different. It's just now the ads are more thoughtful, more targeted to what you're most likely to buy. So, I always tell people, look, if I like the lemonade, Simply Lemonade, then don't I want a coupon for Simply Lemonade? That's what I say to people. It's just because, there's nothing really that you can do about it. I mean, these social media companies are giants. And so I'm just here to educate. I'm not here to judge. We can certainly have the argument that social media is bad and there's a lot of things that are wrong with it. But the reality is that, it's just going to be here, and we just need to kind of adapt. That's why on my website, my actual slogan is an adaptive approach to technology. So I'm just here to inform. I'm just here to say that take a deep breath. Yes, they are looking at your habits, but not in a personal sense. They don't care what kind of drama or non-drama that you have going on in your life. What they care about is whether you buy Tide Pods or whether you use Gain, right? Or whether you drink Coca-Cola or whether you drink Pepsi. And so these are the kinds of information that the bots are after. And like I say, these platforms, these social media platforms are free. And of course, they're getting something out of it. That's why they have billions of dollars. So the advertisers are really putting up the money to get that data, which is pretty precise data. We all like to think that, we're so different, but we're creatures of habit, and we tend to do the same thing day in and day out with a little bit of variances. But for the most part, we just do the same thing most of the time. So I just wanted to give a little education class kind of with my podcast here to let everybody know that social media and social media marketing is really here to stay. It's just the same as TV and, in the 80s was with MacGyver, and you watch commercials in exchange for watching MacGyver. It's the same as radio. It's just a little different because of the fact that there's things going on in the background that you don't see. But again, it's really all it's ever trying to lead to is to get you to purchase more or stay on their platforms more. The goal of social media is for you to stay on the platform longer. So whatever it is that they can do to keep you on the platform longer, the more commercials they can get in front of you. The more commercials that they can get in front of you, the more that they get paid. It's a trade-off, and everybody is in on the gag. And I just want to make sure that people understand why when they talk about something and their phone listens, and then all of a sudden it's on their Facebook feed. Yes, I mean, your phone has Facebook on it. So it has microphones that are turned on unless you go into the settings and turn them off for every single app. But, these devices are listening not because they care about our personal lives. No, they're listening because they want to know what they can do to get us to stay on the platform longer. So if they're looking for habits and things that you're doing, if you're staying on posts a long time, when you're clicking on your phone and you're staying on, for example, a political post, and there's a lot of interest, and you spend, 17 minutes reading a political post, the bots are going to take notice of that and give you more political things to read. The reason that they want to do that is so that you stay on the platform longer. And then there's more ads, AKA more commercials that can happen. So I know I sound like a broken record here, but I really want to drive the point home that you get all of these things for free in exchange for commercials. They're just targeted commercials, and they won't hurt you. So just wanted to say that. And it's been a while since I had a podcast. I'm glad to be back in the chair, and I hope to be doing some more of these real soon. Until next time, folks, I'm going to sign off with, if you're not living your best life, what life are you living? Thanks again.